Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa here on Lady Code, and I'm so excited because I just got my KYLIE Take Me on Vacation palette. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later, but I decided to just get that one eyeshadow palette because the other ones weren't that appealing to me, and I know that some of her products are hit or a miss, and I thought that her eyeshadow would be good because most of her eyeshadows are pretty great. So I just decided to just splurge on that one. It was $54 and shipping was free and pretty fast. So let's just go ahead and go straight into the unboxing, and then I will do a live first impression on this look right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the unboxing. This is the package that it came in. I did peek because I was so excited and I had to share the palette with my Snap fam, so I already opened it up, but I just repackaged everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and like re-unbox the whole package for you guys. So when you first open up the package, it's in the typical KYLIE Cosmetics box, and of course there's always a note, and this is a new note, and it says, "It's summer. I hope you love your new summer vacation essentials. Have fun and be safe. Love, KYLIE." And underneath it is the palette. All I got was the eyeshadow palette because I really wanted the wet set, but that was sold out by the time I got around to it, and everything else wasn't that appealing to me. That's why I only got the eyeshadow palette, because it looked really, really pretty. So once you open up the eyeshadow palette, there are all the colors, and then it also comes with a dual-sided brush, and I love the mirror because it's a pretty nice size. Okay, so when I unboxed my Take Me on Vacation palette on Snapchat, I smelled that chemical smell. Like, it smells just like the Royal Peach palette. Nothing has changed. It smells a lot like harsh chemicals, and I don't know how I feel about that. So it's like literally the same type of smell as the Royal Peach. So they definitely made it from the same manufacturer, and I'm just like about it. But the palette is pretty heavy. Like, it does have a lot of weight to it, so I really like that, and it's very thick, so I think that the pans are pretty deep, so I'm really excited about that. So I also kind of dipped my finger in some of these swatches, and I was not impressed. Like, the finger swatches are chalky. Like, they're the chalkiest swatches I've ever seen in a really long time, and I use a lot of makeup, but let's just go ahead and dive right into this tutorial. So for my base, I am starting with this warm peachy color right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that all over my eyelid and my crease area. Next, I'm going into this pink color. It's a little bit darker, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that tighter into my crease, but not too tight. Alright, so far so good. I'm not having any issues with the blending. I do like the brush. It's working really well with the pigment, and it's not as chalky as my swatches were, so I'm really happy to see that once you have, you know, a good base and a good brush, like, it does blend out really well and the pigment does come through. Next, I am going into this color right here. It's like a nice light brown color. I'm gonna go ahead and go in tighter on my crease, and the brush I'm using is the MAC 217 brush. So now I feel like the pigment is letting me down a little bit. It's getting very light and not like chalky, but it's just very transparent. I think that's the best way to describe it. I don't really see the pigment coming through that much, and there is a little bit of splotchiness right there. So that is a little bit of an issue. I'm gonna go ahead and do my last layer of the darkening, and I'm gonna use this darkest color right here, and the brush I am using is actually a KYLIE brush from the KYLIE Holiday Brush Collection. Alright, so that color that I just blended into my crease was the darkest color that's on the palette. I wish it would just go a little bit darker. I know that her bronze palette has some awesome, really nice, dark, rich browns. This palette does not, and again, the colors are very, very transparent, so I'm just having trouble making it pop. But we're gonna go ahead and keep working. So now I'm gonna go into my lid area, and I'm gonna go in with this gorgeous gold color right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pat this into the middle of my lids, and the brush I'm using is a MAC 228 brush. Next, I'm gonna use a Morphe M213 brush, and I'm gonna use this darker color right here, just on the outer edges to deepen that area. Alright, so that was it for my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna go in with the black eyeliner and line my lid. Alright, so for the bottom I am using my Stila smudge stick, and this is a brown color, and I'm going to go ahead and do my waterline with it, and I'm going to blend it out with some colors from the palette. So now I'm going to use the flat side of the brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to use this taupe color right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of smudge out my lower lash line. I am using a small flat Morphe brush to apply this deep purple shimmer color along my lower lash line, and I'm still going to do a wide application because I'll go tighter one more time with a darker color. I'm using a Scone pencil smudger brush to apply this green shimmer color, and I'm going to go ahead and put it tightly on my lower lash line. Alright, so this is the eyeshadow look that I created with the Take Me on Vacation palette. I'm going to go ahead and put on my lashes and some mascara. The lashes I'm putting on is Beauty Queen from my lash line, Leech Lashes, and I'm using the new Dior Pump and Volume mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on off camera and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so I put on my lashes and my mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and this is the final look. So my overall thoughts, like a roundup of how I feel about this palette, is that first of all, it smells really, really bad. So again, it has that really harsh chemical smell. It's going to take a while for it to come out, and I'm not really excited about that, especially for $54. And for all the scandals that Kylie's been through with her brand, I feel like she should have learned her lesson by now. It's also not worth $54 only because I don't see a lot of variety in color options. I see a lot of things on the light and natural spectrum, but I really want to see some colors that are more pigmented and dark, and like, you know, I just want to be more creative. So I wish you would incorporate some darker colors into that, or something with a little bit more pigment, just in case we want to make a more intense look for those summer nights when we're going out. I know that natural is in for the summer, so I totally understand, but I do think that she does have a problem with her pigmentation and formula. It just doesn't meet the standard that I expected, especially after her bronze and burgundy palette, because those are the two palettes that I love the most. But those are my thoughts on the palette. The shipping was super fast. I ordered it the day that it launched and it came in about 3 days. It shipped over the weekend, so I thought that was really, really good for Kylie. And I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this demo. I hope you liked this tutorial. I know this look is a lot more natural than my typical like dramatic look, but this is what I had to work with and I really do like it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.